One day, the main character was accused by his classmate from staring at a huge melons. However, the main character cannot fight back from their bullying, because they have proof that he was guilty, since his sword was harder than diamond. In addition, the main character was receiving a punishment from her shoes. Then the main character reached his limit, so he released the unholy seeds. After that, he ran away from too much humiliation. This academy is for girls only, but recently, they let the main character become their only male student. It may be awkward for the main character, but at least he was surrounded by massive assets. He was expecting his school life to be fun. However, there are girls who were against his existence, and they were looking down on him. One day, the main character was walking down the hallway, and he suddenly heard a conversation from the headmaster room. The headmaster of this school was actually the blonde braid hair. These two ladies were talking about their planned progress about using mind control on the girls to make them hate the main character. Then the headmaster took a music box, and this is actually a magical device that can perform hypnosis on a massive scale. In addition, the main character was just the test subject for their mass hypnosis project. Meanwhile, the main character heard all of that classified information, and luckily the girls went out of that room. So, he sneaks into the room to acquire the legendary power. Suddenly, the headmaster returned, and confronted the main character. He admitted that he discovered their secret, but the woman doesn't care, because she can easily hypnotize him later. However, the main character tested his luck, and tried to use the legendary powers on her. It seems like the main character is worthy of that power, because he was able to easily use it on his first try. Then he commanded her to become an obedient girl, and she immediately pledged her loyalty. After that mind control, she went back to her normal settings. However, every time the main character commands, she will instantly obey his order.
It's payback time.
Then the main character commanded her to show him her assets. Of course, her assets were very wealthy in size. The main character commanded her to perform a double dribble, and she immediately showed him her solo play style. Afterwards, the underground crystal clear mineral water was summoned. So, the main character asks her to show him the river of life. After that, the main character unleashed the kraken from his container, because he will help her solo gaming. Then they played a driving game, and it was her first time being a driver. The main character became a gentleman, so he carried her 5-kilogram melons to reduce her burden. She enjoyed riding on the Iron Pegasus, so the main character gave her an overflowing bonus points. In the next scenario, the main character uses his overpowered ability in front of the class, and he is commanding the ladies to drink milk to improve their health.
Bruh.
Outside the building, the main character has a girl cleaning his sword using a melon scrub. However, he was not contented with her service, so he requested her to use her built-in vacuum cleaner. After that, he paid her service with a 100% organic milkshake with no preservatives added. She was not contented with his payment. So, she requested some outdoor clapping exercise. Then the main character started the standard clapping procedure, and he was also giving her some high five from behind. Eventually, the main character uses his maximum explosion, and she easily take on his full blast attack. In the next scenario, it was an educational lessons about culture, and the headmaster will be the sacrifice for the main character. Then they start their live demo in front of the class, and the viewers are gaining some valuable knowledge. After a while, the headmaster wanted to receive his unholy vanilla milkshake, so she politely begged for that resource. Her request was granted, and the main character donated his valuable resources in her chamber. The main character was blessed with too much vitality, so it was an overflowing amount. After that, he returned the consciousness of the short-hair girl, and she was now free from his hypnosis power. However, the main character was now turned into a cultural villain. So, he decided that he will let her experience the power of his forceful unholy sword. She thought that he was a nice guy, but it seems like the main character was corrupted, since he got bullied. Anyways, she was creating a waterfall, so the main character thinks that she was a cultured person. She was denying his accusations, therefore, the main character will interrogate her underground sanctuary. Her mind was saying no, but her sacred hole was saying yes. In addition, she was creating a very natural vocal expression ASMR. So, it was a complicated situation, and after clapping, the main character decided to let her be hypnotized again, because she was an innocent lady. In the next scenario, they will have a physical examination, and they will examine the main character's white explosion to test if it was healthy or not. Then these two ladies were the volunteer, and they are using their melons to extract the fresh high-calorie juice from the source. Eventually, the main character used his volcanic eruption, and he was hitting two birds in one explosion. The short-hair girl got an excellent performance, because she was blessed with a massive assets. So, the main character rewarded her with clapping time, and he also injected a creamy vitamin C. One day, the main character got a visitor in his room during the night. It was the headmaster, and she was commanding the main character to give her his precious milkshake. The main character wanted her to politely ask, because his special milkshake is a valuable and rare resource. So, she bowed down in front of him, and begged for his delicious specialty. Then her request was granted, and she was now having her feeding frenzy. After that, the main character let her drink the special milkshake, and she was savoring its rich and creamy taste. It seems like she loves it a lot, so the main character feed her with a second batch on the face. Because of that thrilling situation, the crystal clear mineral water was summoned on the floor. The next day, the main character used the hypnosis magic music box to create a new command. He told the ladies to regain consciousness, but they won't be able to move their bodies. After that, the girls regained consciousness, and they saw one of their classmates performing a melon massage therapy on the main character. This lady was still under the influence of mind control, so she was acting like everything she was doing was absolutely normal. Of course, the ladies are confused, and they notice that they can't move their bodies. They wanted the live demonstration to be stopped. However, the show must go on, and it was an excellent performance titled the Gulp Gulp 10,000. Then this lady drank a creamy milkshake, and she showcased her skills by drinking every single drop. After that majestic presentation, the viewers enjoyed the show except for the shy girl at the back. There is some time left, so the main character decided to use the time efficiently by doing a clapping demonstration. Then this lady used the power of rubbing friction to energize the legendary sword. After that preparation, she ride on the Iron Pegasus, and she was fighting with a massive unit. The main character was using multiple position for a strategic battle, and she was loving his professional combat skills. Then the main character let her experience his overflowing power. She wanted more power, so the main character will continue bestowing his milkshake. In a certain night, the main character presented the magical music box to its owner. It seems like the main character removed the mind control effect on the headmaster. However, as usual, the lady cannot move her body. Then the main character attacked by giving her a special handle with care. She thought that it was her first time, and she have no idea that she was actually experienced with the cultural moments. Anyways, the main character continued with his revenge towards the headmaster, and the method of punishment was clapping. However, it was ironic since she was actually enjoying her punishment.
What?
The main character gave her a big bang explosion, but he was not contented yet, because enough is never enough. So, he keeps on donating his sacred milk. The next day, the main character announced that he was the new headmaster of this prestigious academy. In addition, his mind was corrupted by gaining an overpowered ability, so he abused his authority, and ordered the ladies to work well to become his wonderful utility. Then the former headmaster speak up, and she told everyone not to be deceived by his brainwash ability. However, the ladies were under the effect of mind control, so they did not listen to any words of the former headmaster. Instead, the ladies hold the blonde woman, and they offered her as a sacrifice for the main character's personal entertainment. Of course, this is messed up, but at least, the former headmaster accepted the main character in the end. That's the end of this cultural anime recap. Also, here is your educational research material for culturally matured people only. The moral lesson of the story is simple: stop bullying if you are a girl in a cultural anime. Also, if you got the power, don't abuse the ability, but instead use it wisely.